was dreaming, or maybe I was not. Maybe I remembered, or maybe I forgot. It doesn't really matter, 'cause all I ever do is try to figure out ways to get to you. Maybe I was flying, or maybe I was grounded. I might have been alone, I might have been surrounded. It doesn't really matter, 'cause all I ever do is try to figure out ways to get to you. Soon be ending. Might be being honest, might have been pretending. Doesn't really matter, 'cause all I ever do is try to figure out ways to get to you. Maybe I was dreaming, or maybe it was real, but I'll never stop thinking of the way that it would feel. It doesn't really matter, 'cause all I ever do is try to figure out ways to get to you. Not. Maybe I remembered, or maybe I forgot. It doesn't really matter, 'cause all I ever do is try to figure out ways to get to you. Maybe I was flying, or maybe I was grounded. I might have been alone, have been surrounded. It doesn't really matter, 'cause all I ever do to finally figure out a way to be with you.
Absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
I'm glad you enjoyed that.
That is the great sounds of it's Handmade Songs is what we're playing today. I'm joined by David Easter and Jim McAllister. Good afternoon, chaps.
Good afternoon, Mark. Nice to see you, mate.
That was one of the tracks that you guys have written together.
Yeah.
And who was the guest vocalist on it? Was
Sylvia Ray Tracy.
Sylvia Ray Tracy. Great sound, I've got to say.
Glasgow girl, I think. Originally, yeah. Lives in London and tours, but I think originally from Glasgow, thereabouts, you know.
Excellent. Now we're going to feature 4 or 5 tracks that you guys have written yourself. Now we're just having a little chat off here. Tell me a bit about yourselves.
Yeah, we're 2 old guys, you know. We're a bit like that. We're often compared to that couple in the Muppets, you know, the 2 old guys that complain all the time. But yeah, Jim and I met 20 odd years ago.
Our kids went to the same school.
Yeah.
So basically, it was around there. So
Both we went to Rudolf Steiner School, the kids.
Yep.
And I was coming out of Rudolf Steiner. It's a kind of routine story. I had a bad back. Jim was doing a massage course at the time. And
I'd forgotten that completely.
And he said to me, he saw me hurpling along, and he said I could cure that. And he said, come round to my flat and
this was not a come on. This was not
it's all sounding a bit dodgy to me.
Yeah,
no.
Come round to my flat and strip off and lie on this. Yeah, and I thought
he's lying.
But anyway, I did. He cured my back. I saw the guitar. We got chatting. He said, I don't write lyrics. I said, I don't write music. perfect team, really.
And that was something I just discovered about yourself. That Jim, you do the music.
I do all the music. Yeah.
And yourself, David, you do the lyrics.
I do the lyrics, and the songs start generally with a lyric of mine. Even
True.
a scrap, even a scrap
Actually,
of
yeah.
paper with a lyric. I give it to Jim, and he gets really fed up because I give him hundreds.
You got
hundreds.
to see the pile
Oh,
of lyrics.
and Jim says,
seriously,
not another
seriously."
lyric, because I've written hundreds, And he says, but he comes back in a couple of weeks.
I mark them rubbish.
Yeah, rubbish. And he comes back in a couple of weeks and says, I've got a tune for that. And we take it on. Now we've got our own studio. It's brilliant. Brilliant.
Now, I've got to say, we were just chatting briefly off air there, and I was saying that it's just absolutely fantastic that that you've got this. I love singer-songwriters. I love people who can play and write music, and it's not something that I've done. But I'm particularly. I'm going to turn to yourself, David, and say that you don't play any instruments, and you're a lyricist, and that in itself is a particular skill that. I'm probably quite jealous of what they say.
I'm even a rubbish tambourinist. I tried tambourine on one of our songs.
We're working on it.
It was dreadful, I don't even do backing vocals. I stood with Roy Henderson, who does two of these songs, and I tried to do, and Roy was horrified at my attempts at singing. We had to
Should
shut,
have seen his face.
threw me out the studio.
Threw him
My
out.
own studio, threw me out. So I don't know. I write words. It comes to me. I write them, and I give them to Jim, and he does the magic. And then we bring in all the guys, like Sylvia Ray Tracy, to do so she did that in one take, which is brilliant.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
Walks in,
Really?
never heard a song
No.
before, plays it through, and just
true.
does it. And there's another song on her
afternoon.
album, and she did that one with her own backing vocals as well. Her own
Tremendous stuff.
Yeah.
And again, that's a talent, just being able to pick that up.
Oh, she was
walking in the studio.
amazing. She was absolutely amazing. If you're listening, Sylvia, thank you.
Yeah.
She was stunning.
She was. Yeah.
And what's your musical background, Jim?
Folk, I suppose, or learning to play guitar when I was 15, 16 at school. And
Which was a long time ago.
it was a very long time ago. And
Is that when they were playing with wooden strings?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
You remembered.
I've seen photos.
No, just loads of different influences. I just loved music. I suppose from early years, from your parents playing music, like Sinatra, Nat King Cole, all of that kind of stuff, and then sort of that seeps into you.
Yeah.
And gradually, sort of, the 60s came around, and there was the Small Faces and the Beatles and all that stuff, and that really was an influence.
But you lived in London at that. Well,
I
later
didn't. I
on,
moved
didn't
to
you?
London when I was about 17, and yes, I mean, was around sort of a lot of music then. So yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned Ronnie Scott's and
Well, that was because my brother was a journalist and we had got free entry into it. So
it's always good to get a freebie. Now we're going to play the second track from your album, which is called Cold on Me.
Yeah.
Which is completely different musically.
Yeah.
So it's much more country influenced.
And Roy Henderson features on this.
Roy does a beautiful lead guitar in the middle of it, and
That'll be a first.
Does back. Are you listening, Roy?
and does brilliant backing vocals or harmony vocals in it as well.
Roy's no stranger to the station.
Yeah.
We've featured his stuff many times. Fantastic singer-songwriter in his own
Yes.
right as well.
And
Yeah.
the beauty,
Yeah.
Mark, is that all the people featured on this album have done it for free. And that's saying, I mean, we always say up front, can you do something? There's no money in it.
Yep.
Yep, okay, mate. And that is tremendous.
For the love of music.
Yeah.
Yes.
And for the love of us.
Yes.
Well, that's it.
Because they
I'm feeling the love in the room.
love us. Yeah.
I'm not saying no words.
Going to play this one for you.
The sun is burning in the sky above. People walking round me like they're in love. But I'm in the middle of a winter freeze. 'Cause baby, you've gone cold on me. The streets are melting in the midday sun. Folks are having trouble getting their day's work done. And I'm not getting any sympathy Baby, you've gone cold on me. In trouble, global warming, experts always giving warnings, but I gotta say I disagree, 'cause baby you've gone cold on me. World's not warming, it's getting cooler. The ice age is coming, there's nothing surer. I got the cold shoulder, it's plain to see, and all because you've gone cold on me.